Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back again to the Taehyung Lovers channel around the world. But this time, never dare to skip the first few seconds of this video. Because what happened in Mexico City in May 2026 truly made the K-pop world lose control. This was not just the arrival of an ordinary artist. This was a moment when Kim Taehyung together with BTS made an entire city paralyzed by emotion. Millions of ARMY went hysterical at the airport. Concert tickets sold out within minutes, and global social media exploded just because of one simple gesture from Taehyung, who looked exhausted, wearing a red top. Many people thought this was only about a huge concert, but the reality was far more shocking than the world had imagined. In this content, we will discuss how BTS's long journey from El Paso to Mexico City turned into a global phenomenon that even made the city government speak up. We will also see how the emotional atmosphere at the airport transformed into a sea of people, how streets like Paseo de la Reforma were filled with ARMY from different countries, and how Estadio GNP Seguros prepared to become the witness of one of the most historic BTS concerts in Latin America. And what shocked the world the most is that people are beginning to realize BTS is no longer just a music group, but a global phenomenon capable of moving economies, cultures, and even emotions of millions of people in just one night. So watch this video until the end, because by the end you will understand why the world always finds it difficult to look away from Taehyung. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest BTS and Taehyung news every day. And don't forget to make this video go viral so the world can always see the kindness of Kim Taehyung that continues touching the hearts of millions of people around the world. Mexico City, the world seemed to stop for a moment when Kim Taehyung finally arrived together with BTS after a long journey of around 13 hours and 36 minutes from El Paso to Mexico City. This moment was not just a change of location, but a shift in the center of the world's attention. At the airport, the atmosphere turned into a sea of emotion as ARMY crowded the arrival area, raising their phones and calling Taehyung name nonstop. He was seen wearing a red top, lowering his head while touching his face, a simple gesture reflecting the exhaustion of a long journey, yet still radiating a charisma that made thousands of eyes unable to look away. Long before the plane landed, the airport in Mexico City had already been filled with fans waiting for the arrival of all BTS members. After what felt like such a long wait, the 7 global icons finally stepped onto Latin American soil. The city seemed to hold its breath, then exploded with enthusiastic cheers when their presence became real. The welcome also received attention from the city government, where Claire Bragueta, as the head of government of Mexico City, expressed her pride over the arrival of BTS, including Taehyung and Jungkook, who were considered to bring a major impact to the city. Even though the 2026 tour schedule is extremely packed, Mexico still holds a special place in their journey. From behind the airplane window, Taehyung briefly shared a moment that instantly spread across social media. At the same time, the travel map from El Paso to Mexico City became a real symbol of how wide their reach truly is, a line that not only connects two regions, but also millions of fans around the world. Every kilometer of their journey was followed in real time, proving that BTS has gone beyond the limits of being just a music group and has become a global cross-cultural phenomenon. The official side of the welcome could be seen from the city's preparedness reflected in various corners of Mexico City. Buildings with classic architecture became the backdrop of this huge momentum, reflecting how the city was preparing to host one of the biggest groups in the world. The impact was felt widely not only in the entertainment industry, but also in tourism, the local economy, and the spirit of the people who were swept away in the massive euphoria. The impact was felt widely not only in the entertainment industry, but also in tourism, the local economy, and the spirit of the people who were swept away in this massive atmosphere. Many local business owners took advantage of the momentum by selling Korean-themed food, BTS accessories, and purple decorations identical to ARMY. Even several popular tourist spots in Mexico City were filled with international fans who came specifically to experience the atmosphere of a BTS concert directly. The enthusiasm did not stop at the airport. On major streets such as Paseo de la Reforma, fans gathered, danced, and celebrated the arrival of their idols. This energy flowed toward Estadio GNP Seguros, where BTS was scheduled to perform. Concert tickets selling out within minutes became strong proof that their global magnetism remains unshaken. More than just a performance, this concert will become a collective emotional experience uniting tens of thousands of people on the same frequency. In various corners of the city, dancers performed enthusiastically as a form of celebration. One of them was Jude Belias, who together with many other young people danced in public spaces, put on temporary tattoos, and spread huge banners featuring all 7 BTS members. "We are doing this to build energy and atmosphere," he said, describing how this enthusiasm was not just temporary euphoria, but emotional preparation to welcome a huge concert. This phenomenon also spread into personal spaces. Students practiced choreography even before classes started, while others used their break time to perfect their moves. Elsewhere, fans gathered at BTS-themed cafeterias or attended Korean language classes at cultural centers. Lucio Campos, for example, started learning Korean because of his daughter, Anna, who was inspired by BTS. For them, BTS is not only about music, but about values about loving yourself, living healthily, and finding hope. News of BTS's arrival spread within seconds on social media. Related hashtags immediately dominated global trending topics, while every airport photo was analyzed in detail by fans, from fashion styles to facial expressions. This shows that BTS's appeal is not only surviving, but continuing to grow, breaking through geographical and cultural boundaries. In the end, the arrival of Kim Taehyung and BTS in Mexico City was not only about a tour schedule or concerts that will be held on May 7, 9, and 10. This was a global event about how music can unite people from different backgrounds, create waves of collective emotion, and leave a mark that will be remembered long after the stage lights go out. In Mexico City, the world did not just witness an arrival, but a historic moment. And now the question is, Taehyung Lovers, is a world truly ready to see just how massive the influence of Kim Taehyung and BTS really is after Mexico City turned into a sea of emotion in just one night? Because what just happened is no longer just an ordinary K-pop concert. This is real proof of how one arrival can shake global media, revive a city's economy, and unite millions of people in the same feeling. And believe it or not, many fans are saying this is only the beginning of something far bigger. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy content like this. If you don't like it, just skip it, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone. But one thing is certain, every moment about Taehyung always carries a story that makes the world unable to forget his name. What do you think about the BTS phenomenon in Mexico City this time? Do you think this was just an ordinary concert or a new chapter in global music history? Write your opinion in the comment section, because we will read your comments one by one. Keep following the next news updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Stay tuned for all the latest news about Kim Taehyung only on the Taehyung Lovers channel around the world. That information concludes our meeting today. Thank you, stay safe, and see you in the next hot news, because it seems the world is still not finished being shocked by Kim Taehyung.